we've got a bunch of fantastic Yellow Rangers. This is our first time doing a Yellow Ranger panel. We've never had this many Yellow Rangers all in one room at one time, so I'm super glad you guys are able to make it. Let's go down the line here, introduce yourselves, and we'll get into this thing started.
Hi, I'm Anna Hutchison. I play the lead Power Rangers Jungle Fury.
Hi, I'm Deborah Estelle Phillips. I play Katie on Power Rangers Time Force.
Hi, I'm Serena Vincent, and I play Maya on Last Galaxy.
I'm very unfortunate we couldn't get the male yellows to be here today. We tried. But we're going to start with that though. Sometimes it's very easy to get typecast and Power Rangers is an action show. Did you ever have difficulties, with people not thinking you were up to the task of the action? Did they ever have people thinking you couldn't do the stunts?
Well, at the very start, I don't know about you girls, but Koichi, he gives you this training camp, so there's no option. It's like either do it or you're out. And everyone's up for a challenge all the time, right? And it's kind of fun. The stunters are really lovely. So they'll be hitting you, and you're like, no, let me harder, kind of thing. But they're all lovely. Yeah, I felt like it was awesome. But what do you guys think?
I struggled a little bit, let's face it. They like to give me the musicals and singing and dancing, but yeah, we did have our training camp, and I was down for the challenge. I was hurt in places I didn't know existed.
Yeah, again, yes, well said. Koichi and their team of sub guys are amazing, and I didn't really ever feel like there was an option not to do something. Like, I was excited to roll down hills and do some fight sequences that I could because they let us.
Does this work?
Yeah. Hello. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. So I told this at the lead rescue panel, but I raised my stumbling up a lot to a meter. So I was up to the challenge. I was so excited to get paid to do stunts. I was like, yeah, I didn't know about doing the second day of work. So it was a lot. That was a fun of my life. Yeah. That's it.
I'll also say one more thing. It's kind of awesome as well if you do Power Rangers kind of early on in your career. If you do any other job, you'd be surprised how many times characters get beaten up in shows. Like it's just run of the mill. So if you're kind of trained by Koichi at the very beginning, you're always just like, no, I can do my own stunts. It's all good. It's all good. So we're putting people out of jobs. It's true, I've said that a bunch of times. I was like 19 when I was on the show, and I'd go to another movie, and someone's like, are you sure you're going to be okay? And I'm like, I was a Power Ranger, I'm fine. It's like a line, I was a Power Ranger, trust me, I got this.
Yeah, I was considered just one of the guys. I mean, I got thrown in there, and Koichi, he saw no gender. He said, this is what we're doing, and this is, there's no option. You either do it, or that's it. I think I mentioned a while back, when I was here in 2010, when before we were even introduced, I had fractured my wrist doing some choreography and some stunts, but you jump back in there, it's a part of the job, and it was, Koichi's just like, okay, well, we won't do that one, we'll do something else. So, we had to work around it, but again, at the same time, for me, I was the same way. I jumped in there and I wanted to do more, and they had to pull me back. And maybe we shouldn't do that. I remember fighting in Turbo doing the Piranatrons, and I had to do a 1-2 kick. I had to jump up and hit them, kick them, and I landed on my back. My foot got stuck in one of the chests, and I landed on my back on the cement and knocked the air out of me. Koichi looks at me. You good? All right, let's do it again. Let's go. Welcome to Power Rangers.
Yeah, they like to push you when they know you're capable of. They're not going to make you do anything that they know you can't do or can't handle. Because they train you, they know your flexibility, they know your body, they know you can move. So they're not going to make you do something that's going to hurt you or damage you. They're more confident in you than you are of yourself. So when you're down on yourself, they're going to support you and keep pushing you forward. Oh no, you can kick that high. Oh no, you can do that. Don't worry about it. We have you. So they're very, very comforting in that way. So I like being pushed and challenging myself.
Did I miss the Starbucks run? I didn't eat today or have any coffee, and I just didn't want to start falling asleep because I'm sorry that happened. Well, me not being very flexible was a little bit rough. Being a Yellow Ranger, since they seem to like us Yellow Rangers really tough. But I just remember booking it, and I'd always played parts where I was kind of very like the bitchy girl in school, or like just kind of not the athletic girl. So when I got the part, I didn't know that they were going to be beating us up like that and training us. Did you guys know? I didn't know. I didn't know. But the first day of our training, they start you off, and I'm sure they did with you guys. They put you against a fence, and then they stretch you. And hard. They it hurts. They push down on you. They push your legs up places they've never been. And I just went like, okay, this is happening. But I think, like I've told fans, and you guys probably think it's cool, to learn how to fall, especially when you wear heels, to know how to fall properly thanks to Power Rangers. Anyways.
Okay,
That's
well, moving on from that, as I also say, the Yellow Ranger, well, the common thread for all of them, we play different characters and different, styles. The Yellow Ranger tends to be aggressive.
Oh, not really. She always found the kindness. Like today, this yellow represents sunshine. So like Lily for Jungle Fury, it's set well, because yellow is just kind of, it's like nice and happy and stuff like that. She wasn't so aggressive, but she did whip those boys around.
Katie was a beast. She was the incredible Hulk. Maybe that's why I didn't do a lot of fighting, because I didn't have to. Yeah, no, Maya was not, I feel like not aggressive at all. She's intuitive, one with nature, so yeah, I would put that and aggressive together.
I think Elsie was super bubbly, but if you mess with any of her friends, she was going to take you down.
Yeah, I agree. My character, Ashley, was very bubbly and somewhat got around with the gentleman. But yeah, she liked to,
Love storylines?
I had a, did I love him?
No, did you have love? I didn't.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
You did? I didn't have any.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it was short shirts
Gia was a tough girl. She was not bubbly. She was not at all. When they actually casted me, they told me that Gia, the name Gia comes from Angelina Jolie in her movie Gia or something like that. They pretty much based my character off Angelina Jolie. So they wanted to be tough and sexy kind of, but not, since Power Rangers. But they want to be a tough girl, so especially if you watch the first season, she's a lot more serious. You don't really see her smile much unless you're like, right, yeah, and I was forced to do that. But second season, you'll see her, she softened up a lot because I brought more of CR to it, because I'm very like, sunshiny and yellow, and I really, but you'll notice if you actually watch it, there's a difference slightly in the first season and the second season, the difference made with Jacob. She was definitely a tough girl for sure.
Well, it's funny that we're sitting next to each other because you guys know there was nothing bubbly about Taylor Earhart at all. Koichi, for the first, I don't know how many episodes, had me crossing my arms and punching my fellow Rangers and just being downright sour and angry. Yeah, so, yeah, no.
That was the time that you didn't get your Starbucks on.
That was.
What I said earlier about love interests, there's very few romance storylines of Power Rangers. I mean, Tracy, you were the few who actually kind of got one.
Yeah, that was more.
But Vader, most of you, if you could have had your character have a romance, or if you wanted your romance to go differently for some of you, how would that have gone?
Oh, what if Lily hooked up with the Dai-Shi? That would have been awesome. Psycho crazy wants to take over the world and then kill him with kindness. So I think that'd make it fun, little baby. But you're going to Mel. How far are we going?
As far as you want, this is your battle.
So yeah, no, I don't know though. I feel like they were so busy finding the world, getting their Pashwa master, like it was all so much happening. And then a lot of people say, like the Disney one, you can't do much kissing and making out on the Disney one.
Not on set.
We'll save that one for after the panel.
It's an after dark at 11 a.m.
So no, there was no Trip and Katie. I know that some of you might. No, there was little brother. I mean, Katie, I don't think they saw her as somebody that, I mean, she was pretty, I don't think she was interested in that type of romantic thing. She was too busy throwing men at the cars. So, I don't think she was tripping on men. No pun intended. So yeah, as I said before, Maya was super sweet, intuitive, and now I got this from fans. Some of you guys have told me that you thought it would be interesting if Maya and the Magna Defender got together. Now we don't know where he is. Russell, if you're out there.
No, seriously, we don't know where he is.
We seriously don't know where he is. So. We are losers, sorry. We have parking issues. We're so sorry. So sorry with parking issues. Hi. Good morning. We're just talking about fellow Rangers in our series. Who we hook up with. Dun, dun, dun. Good time to rock, girls. Welcome. Do I have to answer that question now? Yes. Who would you want me to hook up with? Really? Who else? All right, Adam? Really? Adam, really? I'll take them both. Thank you. Yeah.
Come on ahead, Adam. So I don't think healthy. I don't know. I don't think she was no. I think she was probably kind of sweet on Chad, but I think she also, I know, but I think they were just really good friends. Because she was trying to help him come out of his shell, and I think they were just trying to help each other out. Just friends. Yeah, Chad had some exotic fish love.
Sorry, no mic.
Jake and Gia, that's me. I would have changed, me and Azim would both agree, we would have changed ours or done stuff differently. We weren't first episode that kind of established Jake and Gia. Jake obviously was obsessed with Gia, and they wrote that in every pamphlet. Gia's description was, "Oh, tough girl, Jake has a crush on her," and that's it. That's me. But we weren't. They established that we had a relationship. We liked each other, and they were afraid that it would progress too quickly for Nickelodeon. So they really downplayed it. And so when you guys see clips or anything between me and Jake, that's me and Azim doing that because we thought it was unfair that got established, and we weren't allowed to do anything with it. So in the last episode, you see like Gia actually gives him a kiss. That's me and Azim doing that. So it kind of stuck because we weren't told that was a thing. When we got casted that way, we tested together. We had really good chemistry together right away. So we were definitely casted to be a couple. It just writing and the way it went and politics and the industry and everything, it just didn't fully become what we all would have liked. So maybe me and Gia and Jake are at Froyo right now, having fun all the time. Maybe, marriage. But yeah, that's more hand holding and more Froyo.
Well, so with our Time Force team up. So, right, so Taylor and Eric, right? I've had lots of you guys tell me you wrote scripts and, tell us how many kids we had together, and I'm like, how did you guys get that from like a little flirtation? But I guess, we had good chemistry together, but I don't know, thinking about Dan and I, I'm just like, it's like your brother. Okay. Sure, so that's our love. Hi! Sorry I'm late. It's Karen's fault. It's mine. And throw it over to her, but it's my fault. I'm Tanya, by the way, sorry. Always asked if Adam and Tanya ever got together. I get asked that all the time, was there a relationship? They were alluding to a relationship. I think they alluded to it, but nothing ever happened. Is that a question? Yeah. Okay, then great, yeah.
Well, we could have changed that. If you had your way, if they would have bowed the scripts to you, what would you have done?
Oh. Well, I think that would have been really cool, because I think the focus was always on the Pink and Tommy. What? Tommy. Yeah, there you go. Pink and Tommy. Amy Jones, and so it would have been great to have other, the yellow and the green, or the yellow and the blue, or the yellow and I think it would have been great if there would have been something a little bit more.
Okay. So as many of you saw yesterday, they announced a brand new cast. So, in general, what advice would you give to a new Yellow Ranger for a new season? What advice would you wish you had?
I would say take the spandex home. My only regret is that I didn't steal enough stuff. Heaps of photos with him in the costume. Everything they say don't do it.
I think the answer's the same. I mean, you don't get to keep that stuff. It's property of the show, so steal it. So a lot of times it should be okay for you to steal. If you have to wear spandex, I mean, come on, that's like, you earned it.
And you're sweating, that's your sweat. And that toy clothing.
But get this, when I came on the show, I replaced someone, and so the suit I put on, her name was in it. All they did was shorten the legs. That's all I did. I had the same suit. No, it's okay. I actually felt honored because, obviously she was huge. She was a legend. She was hugely popular. So I felt honored to wear that suit. But yeah, I wish I would have sold it. Like, you wear it, it's mine.
Yeah.
It's like underwear. You don't share underwear.
I was going to say be in the moment, but you're right. Just steal stuff.
You're going to be included in the next year or whatever.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. They hold a peace conference.
You've never seen it. They're like oddly shaped people pretending to be. It was so funny because Sean was allowed to surf and stuff. I was like, he's allowed to surf. Why can't I snowboard?
Double standard.
Totally. They're like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, they let us do anything.
Yeah,
Stay on.
So my advice for the next Yellow Ranger, in my opinion, I would say Spanx. Yes. That's what I would have done. If I would have known then what I know now, because the suits show everything, the spandex. Oh no. Spanx. I'm just saying, well, they're very, yeah, very, sort of run something underneath.
Well, the new Yellow Ranger is a boy, so they respect women, and he has some trouble catching up with us. So.
I'd say stay away from craft service
Yeah.
because,
It's so hard because you need energy and you get hungry and everything.
yeah, but then your costume starts to get tight and they start telling you you're looking hippie, so they change
That's where
it.
Spanx comes in.
You like come,
Wait a second.
come back. You guys saw that my costume, you know, I'm an Air Force pilot, I would never untuck my shirt, right? That would look sloppy. And I came back and they took my hair down and they pulled out my shirt and I was like saying, you know, I don't think Taylor would ever look sloppy like this. You're looking hippie.
Oh.
So, stay away from craft service. That's what I would tell them.
And then the sodium just
How fat was the person who told you that you were looking at me?
Next to Jessica, who wouldn't look at me, right?
I would say, just to anyone on set, I would say appreciate each moment. Remember your moments, take as many pictures as possible. That is one thing that I didn't do when I was on set. I have to look at all of the other pictures that were taken by other people. And I wish that I would have done that, because now I would be able to show my kids, well, this is when I was doing this, and this is when I was doing that. I would appreciate it a little bit more, and I would have taken a lot more photos. So that would be my advice to any ranger.
Piggyback off of that, because that's kind of where I was going to go, but then I was like, this is getting good. Oh my God, I'm getting over it. Yeah. But you know, as a ranger, yellow, pink, brown, whatever you want to be, I would say just for the next ones going in, understand that you are a role model for life. Look at 15 years later, you guys are here and you remember me. I'll be out like, right? So it's about embracing that opportunity to change lives. I've heard such amazing stories throughout this weekend alone that will bring me to tears when I get home. But it's an honor to be in that position. So yeah, on that note, I just have to
Before we open up the questions from the audience, I want to ask you, let's be positive. What was your most fun experience on set? The thing that you go back to remind you how awesome it was for that brief time when you got to be a Power Ranger?
I mean, there were so many. You're there more than you are home, you know. And it's like, especially in the Mighty Morphin era, you know, there were tons and tons and tons of episodes, and we did the movie. And I would think the movie is so memorable because it was like my first time out of the country, and it was my first time traveling abroad and living. Like we lived in Sydney for 6 months. Like it was. When you're anywhere for 6 months, you know the grocery store, you know where to get your clothes washed. I mean, it's like you gotta
You know, just accept the fact that you can't go home, and you're too far from home, and you can't just call your family. So, I mean, I think that was the worst part of it, just because it was kind of like we had come on the show maybe a month before, but that was the moment we were all like secluded in Sydney, and we got to know each other. We actually became friends, I believe, in that 6 months, because we were all we had, so that had to be the best part.
Yeah, I'd say all that time offset was amazing because you just got to listen to music, have a laugh. There's one episode that we did, and it was Elton, Jace, David, and I. So I led the Casey and me. We were sitting around, and it was about 90 degrees in the studio. It was so hot, we were wearing too much Jungle Karma pizza outfit. And we'd eaten about 20 pizzas each, and this line that Casey says is, "Whoa, this is so whoa, cheesy." And every time he said it, like someone would put something in their mouth, and it would just, I laughed so hard. Everyone was laughing way too much. And now I still can't. Like if I'm filming a scene with someone eating food and stuff like this, I always think, dude, just don't even put it to your mouth, because you've got 30 more takes. I just did it 2 weeks ago. I started cracking up. This guy, it's his close up, and he's just like, not cool in it. I'm like, oh, so cheesy. So anyway, it's ruined me for life, but that was definitely one of my favorite moments.
Oh wow. You know, as much as I wasn't like the fighter on my season, I loved the pyro and the explosions. Oh man, like the heat of that thing and just like the dramatics, like you don't even have to act, you're just like boom in the moment. I just love that. I was always like, yeah, and they knew I liked it too, so they were like, okay, we'll put Katie right here, right by like the fire. Boom! I'm like, roar, all this drama. I just love that. That was my favorite. So much fun. What's that? Oh, he has it on. He has footage.
So my favorite part of the show, it wasn't a specific episode. It was just in general the relationships and I got to meet lifelong friends, and I had no idea then that that we'd be sitting here 17 years later talking about it, and this is sort of like a reunion for all of us individually and collectively, and I think we're all together in this. Like if we didn't have you, we wouldn't have this, and so I really feel grateful to have been brought into this Power Ranger community. We are one.
And we got to do like this premiere in Brentwood, and we drove in with the Rover, and it was just really exciting. And we got to see our show on a big screen on TV, and it was kind of boring, but it was really cool. And then Universal Studios was awesome because they had the pyrotechnics coming out behind you. We got to answer questions just like this on stage. And that's really exciting. And then one last part. I'm sorry, so that's 3 parts. The other part that was like really amazing, like in a different way, was meeting the Make-A-Wish Foundation kids. Because we get these children that their last wish is to meet, And so I remember like we made this child an honorary rescue ranger, and he was just so excited. He gave me a kiss on the cheek. It was just, and you're just like, wow, it's such a crazy feeling that you could make somebody feel so good.
Yeah, I concur with what you're saying. That was amazing, the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Just to brighten up a child knowing that their final wish is to be with you or is to see you. There's no feeling like that. Also, piggybacking off of some of the other Rangers, the pyro, oh my goodness, amazing. I mean, that's in the moment. It's crazy. We in Countdown to Destruction for In Space, those were incredible. Also, when we were switching over from turbo into space, you know, I'm going backwards, but amazing. It was just incredible. Anytime we had fight scenes, those are all memorable. Those are great. I mean, you just always look forward, when you get the script, you look forward, where's the fight scene? I want to see, well, where's the fight scene? And just, those are the best scenes. I'm sure you guys can agree. The fight scenes are... And not just the ones in the army, I'm talking the civilian fight scenes. Those are so exciting. So, yeah, those are the ones I look forward to.
I have two parts. My first would be, because we filmed in New Zealand, so we're all from US, like American peeps. So going to New Zealand and just having each other, so we, all 5 of us, and then Cameron came later on, our Silver Ranger, but she practically lived with us anyway, but we all lived together in one house, we worked together, we hung out together, and we're in a different country, so that's for all we know. We don't know anyone except people on set, and they're sick of us, they don't want to hang out with us afterwards. So that's all we did, so we got super, super close, we're like family, and so even to this day, we still like get together all the time, have barbecues and stuff, so I really got a good, like, solid bond with those people, and I appreciate that so much. Other part is our legendary battle, which was so much fun. So cool. I'm telling you, when you see a quadrillion colorful suits just standing in front of you, you're like, what? So that was a really cool moment, and having like the past rangers and getting to meet them, and it was kind of surreal in a way, like, we used to watch you, oh my god, like, you kind of fangirl the whole entire time they were there, and like, oh yeah, I'm cool. We're freaking out. So that was really cool, and I felt like they kind of like, we're very warm people. So like once you're a ranger, you become part of this giant family, and that was kind of like it just reminded me that this is actually a really big family. Like not just another cast member. Hey, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, whatever. You know. Okay, bye.
Many of the answers were part mine. So, to your point, what am I going to say? The fight scenes, some of my fight scenes, I never in a million years thought I would be able to do something this cool. So I love doing that, and of course working with the cast. And, but my most favorite thing, having been a Power Ranger, is hearing you guys say that watching my character helped you through hard times, or helped you when you were being bullied, or helped you, or inspired you to be more confident and stronger, or helped you view women as stronger and intelligent and powerful. And to me, that just fills my heart and makes me really proud. So that's mine.
I will be really quick because I see that this line is very long. Thank you guys for having questions, by the way. Couple of memorable things. When I got the call that I booked it, I was like, and I called my parents. That was just off the chain. When I stepped into the command center for the first time, I remember standing there on set and just thanking the Lord Jesus for this opportunity, and I was just like, oh my goodness, Jesus, thank you! And then Make-A-Wish, blessing, absolute blessing. And then my first convention. And every convention after that, when you guys come up to my table and you tell me what a difference Tanya has made in your life, or what Power Rangers in itself, how it helped so many people stand up to bullying, or get into martial arts, or make decisions about their life and their journey and their path and everything. So you guys have made this happen, so thank you.
Remember that time was a long line. You can ask a question of only one of our lovely Yellow Rangers. So you can't ask for everyone, otherwise we'll be here forever. So pick one, or if you don't know who to ask, just say it and someone will pipe in.
Well, first of all, thank you all for being here. It's just been such a privilege to get to see you over the years. And Sasha, thank you for coming for the first time. It's been such a For whoever would like to respond, I was just curious, I mean, we have our favorite aspects of your characters. Do you have a single favorite aspect or moment from your character, from the show? Thank you so much for being here.
character? I think just for my season, you know, it was early, like Power Rangers was brand new, so having the fact that there were 2 women on the team, and they were the heroes as well. They weren't the victims, they weren't being saved, they saved the day, they were smart, they were tough. You know, there were times in the script where, you know, it took the team to do it, but they were a vital part of the team. So for me, it was so important to have strong, you know, females, and I thought that that was one of the things that Power Rangers did, and it was ahead of its time, having these women, or having young girls, and having someone for them to look up to. You know, we didn't have to be the one that was rescued. We were rescuing the boys, like, on 50% of the shows. So, yeah, so for me, I think that's probably one thing we probably all share. We were all heroes, you know, not supporting cast, we were heroes.
Hi, I'm Cassandra. I'm from Boston. I was going to ask this of all of you, but I have to go with Ciara. Just because I loved Gia so much. She was my second Ranger costume just because she blew me away from the first episode, how strong she is. So of all the Yellow Rangers you got to morph into, which team were you most excited to take over?
I'm gonna look to my right. Well, In Space was my favorite season, so.
Give that
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. I was going to ask this for all of you, but I can't pick between you guys. You guys are so awesome. So this will go out to anyone who wants to answer. What's like the best traits of being a Yellow Ranger?
Best traits?
Yeah, like I think that like the Yellow Ranger, they're kind, they're caring, they're loyal. Sexy, yes. They're loyal to their friends.
Strong. I think tough as well. I think the Yellow Ranger is pretty tough. I mean, not that the Pink Ranger isn't, because she is as well, but I think there's a toughness to the Yellow.
I think the yellows are better. Let's go on to that.
I think everybody needs a Yellow Ranger in their life.
Next question.
Thank you.
I like what my friend said. We're sunny. We're sunny. We're brightened, right? I like that, friend.
So as most of you out there know, I love me some Yellow Rangers. It's because these actors are the fierce ones. And I think as we saw today, you tell it like it is, and some of you are troublemakers never. So as we talked about, though, there are some male Yellow Rangers out there, and we got a brand new one. So do you think the males can hang with the girls, or can they not handle us?
Well, the other thing about the yellow one is they're kind of inclusive, right? So they're not going to be like, yo, stick away. Like, they'll include you in, I think, but they'll make sure that you can kind of bend with us, you know? Like,
They gotta prove themselves.
It wouldn't be Ranger like if we didn't support another Ranger, male, right?
That's great, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, ladies, my name is Andrew. I'm pretty sure if they ever did a Yellow episode, I'm pretty sure all of you would say yes in a heartbeat. But this question is more for Nakia. Wait, is your name pronounced Nakia? Is that, am I pronounced that? Okay, thank you. Okay, I was an idiot for asking you that.
It's Nakia. You say it right.
Yes, but for Nakia and Tracy, I mean, you two were 2 Yellow Rangers. Which one would you choose if you had the choice to be in Forever Yellow? Which Yellow Ranger would you be?
Zio.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
Oh, excuse me. So Tracy, if you had a choice between to be in Forever Yellow, between Yellow in Space or Yellow Turbo Ranger, which one would you be?
Oh, in space.
In space.
Thank you, Andrew.
You know, I don't know if it's just me. I think we need some more AC or some fans in here because this room is scorching hot.
Because you've got the Yellow Rangers up here that it's hot.
That's right. you all for being you guys and doing what you do. So for being in New Zealand, it's a beautiful country. What was like your favorite fun thing to do in New Zealand when you weren't shooting? Thank you guys.
I'm from New Zealand, bro. Kia ora! So guys, thanks for joining us in New Zealand. For me it was really awesome because you've got the best job ever. It's summertime in New Zealand in Auckland, where I'm from. So it's like 10 minutes from my mum or from home, and you're there. But if you ever go to New Zealand, which I would absolutely suggest, go to Waiheke. It's a gorgeous island.
That was my favorite. I go there like every time I had a chance. I was in Waiheke.
Yeah, and then Auckland's really little, like all of New Zealand is, so you can get around for 2 weeks. Here I'm like Tourism New Zealand over here. You should go to Rotorua, see the Māori people. It's very cultural in New Zealand, which is fantastic. There's black sand beaches, white sand beaches, delicious food, good people.
Can't you just listen to Anna talk all day long? This is so
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
You guys helped me through so much. I was bullied. And because of my fragile ex, and people thought. Good.
Take a breath.
I'm sorry. What was your favorite episode? It's like, I think mine was like with poetry and the rule book. And you go, where's the rule book? And it goes like, there's too many rules. And you're like, there's too many rules.
Yes. Okay, by the way, so I was bullied for 7 years by the same girl. And I got a stutter. I had a terrible time. So I'm sorry. Yeah, it makes me sad. And I'm sorry, because I'm a Pisces, so if someone else cries, I tend to cry. I had a time. But this girl bullied me, and so I'm so sorry, because being mean to other people is really lame. So, just so you know, it's just not cool. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you. But, just so you know, just because we are Rangers, it doesn't mean that, we didn't have rough times too. So we're there for you, and thank you for sharing your feelings with us.
You were running home after school every day, wanting to watch Power Rangers. How cool is life that we're all in the same room together? Yeah. And it's a beautiful thing. So with the bad comes a lot of good. It's always half full, Such a beautiful thing.
Hey everyone, I'm Richie from New York. Any Zio fans here? One of the most pivotal episodes, it's called Another Song and Dance.
Do you have a question?
What was that like, and when were you kind of fed up with the whole scene?
That was so much fun. But I have to tell you, JDF was so nervous. He was like, I can't sing. We're like, you don't have to sing. You don't have to be a professional singer to sing. But then when he started, he wouldn't stop. He would be at craft service. He'd be like, do you want this? And I'd be like, no. We were singing. He got on the cruise nerves. I kid you not. It was so much fun though. It was so much fun. I think we turned it off the next day.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you. This will be our last question. We're running out of time.
Hey, I'm Ensign. I'm from Rialto. First of all, what time is it, guys?
It's morning time!
Well, my question is for anyone who wants to answer. Sometimes when you guys are on the show, you have a lot of yellow on. Did you ever want to switch up the wardrobe to kind of put on a different color to kind of confuse the audience? Like, hey, I'm red and I'm the leader for today or something.
I wanted to at least change outfits.
That's true, she didn't get any
You
outfit.
guys may answer, I only have one outfit.
I had to wear like a leather bra and leather skirt. Like that was my outfit. It was all very smooth. I looked like a hoodie every now and then or something.
I never complained about that outfit. By the way. Never complained.
After the show, I did not wear yellow for a very long time.
You know, in Time Force, we had those cool white Time Force, uniforms, so we didn't really have a color at that point. And then, of course, we, wore the same outfit for the rest of the year.
All right, so unfortunately, we're out of time.
Thank you guys so much.
Power Morphicon is having a charity auction for Make